Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now guys, honestly, if you guys aren't talking to me because of how long it has taken for me to upload a video, well, I can understand that because honestly I'm upset with myself. But don't worry, I'm making up for it today with this awesome video where I made a sweater. Now this is not it, this is a jacket that I stole. Yeah, I'm in between classes right now and I decided to just make this intro really quickly to get you guys to like me again. Okay, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I made a sweater, and I didn't even have enough material to make the sweater, but it was successful and the sweater looks hot, so stick around to see what I came up with. So for today's video, the things that I'm actually going to be using are some pins, my scissors, tape measure, a pattern that I drafted, and the material that I bought at Pings. I got it from their goodie box and it's perfect material for sweaters. Do not be intimidated by the pattern. It's basically the same pattern that I drafted in my last video. The only difference is that for this one, the sleeves are longer, and that's pretty simple. So basically all I did was to fold the material in half and made sure that the part that I folded was big enough to fit my pattern. I left an additional inch at the bottom because I'm going to be folding that under to sew that off at the bottom of the sweater. The pattern that I'm using right here is the back pattern, not the front. So that's the back pattern, so I'm cutting out the back first. After I finished cutting out the back pattern, I basically use what I cut out to get the front pattern. So once again, I fold my material in half and I'm going to take the pattern and I'm going to overlap it on the material that I have folded. Now for the front pattern, because of the style that I'm doing, I left more space in front of the actual pattern because I wanted to have the front kind of overlap. So just leave, actually for this style you can leave as much as you want the flap to be on it, so there's no standard measurement. If you want it to be 5 inch, 10 inch, 20 inch, not as extreme as 20 inch, but however you want yours to be, that's all right. Mine was 4 inches. After I finished cutting out the front pattern, then I moved on to cutting the sleeve. Now remember I told you I did not have enough material to do this. Yeah, I started running out of material when I got to the sleeves, so I decided to improvise. So I took what I had, the material that I had, and I basically put the top part of the sleeve there, where whatever length I could have gotten, I took that and I cut it out, as you can see here. And then I'm basically gonna cut the other part of the sleeve out of the remaining material that I have, and basically duplicate what I cut out first for the second sleeve. What I did, though in words it's not pretty straightforward, if you just watch the video you'll see what I did and you'll get an idea of how to do it. Now for you, if you're going to replicate this, you don't have to do what I did, just go ahead and buy sufficient material. But the thing is, they only had a small piece of this material and I wanted it, so I took it and decided that I'd improvise, and that's what I did. After cutting out the two top parts of the sleeve, the little piece of material you see there, I basically had two of those left, so I used that as the bottom part of the sleeve because it was sufficient, and then I improvised on the top so that it would fit in seamlessly with the other part that I cut out. Honestly, the measurement for the sleeve was a little big in the beginning, and the material stretches, so it's not a problem. That's why it still fits. The material that I got from the store, they said it was a yard, but it's not really a yard because when you're buying a yard of material you get it doubled. This was not doubled, so that's why it didn't actually make it. But if that's the only way that they sell it, if you're gonna replicate it, I'd recommend that you buy like a yard and a half to replicate this pattern. So for doing the sleeves, you're gonna see what I do here. I basically get the top half and the bottom half, and I'm gonna stitch them together. Now in order to do that, you turn both of the parts so that both of the outsides are facing each other, and then you're gonna sew along that line that I'm indicating. First you go ahead and you do that with a straight stitch, and then afterwards you finish it off with a zigzag stitch. When you do that, then you're gonna end up with something looking like that. It kind of doesn't look obvious, it kind of looks like it's just a part of the pattern. Maybe it's because of the way the material is, but yeah, it's not all that obvious. And either way, style cannot spoil. After joining both parts of the sleeve, then I'm going to close the sleeve up. First I'm going to do a straight stitch along the edge, and then I'm going to finish it off with a zigzag stitch. After doing that, then we're going to move on to doing the wrist of the sweater. So the wrist part of the sleeve, basically I'm going to fold over. I'm going to do a 1.5 inch fold, and I'm going to pin that and then sew it down with a straight stitch. You can watch what I'm doing in the video there to understand. Now this is basically what the sleeve looks like once everything is finished, and I think it looks very good. I don't think it looks like I had to improvise with it. It looks nice. What do you think? Now for the next step of the process, I'm going to be joining the back of the sweater along with the two front pieces. Now you're going to make sure that the two pieces that are facing each other are the outsides, and you join them at the shoulder pieces, and you're going to pin them in place. And then afterwards you're going to stitch along the shoulder lines and also along the sides from under the armpit to the end of the sweater. Now we're going to take it to the machine, and we're going to do a straight stitch along all the parts I mentioned, the shoulder and the side, and then we're going to finish it off with a zigzag stitch across each of those pieces. Okay, so the next step in the process is to add the sleeve to the bodice, which is basically the body part of the sweater. Now you can just look at what I'm doing in the video to get an understanding of what I'm doing there, because I'm pretty sure that's easier than for me to try and explain it. Once you've pinned the sleeve in place, then you're going to basically take that to the machine, and you're going to do what we always do. You sew it around with a straight stitch, and then afterwards you finish it off with a zigzag stitch. Okay, so after this point, we're basically winding down in the process. We're almost at the end. Now, the second to last step that we're gonna do is to stitch the bottom of the jacket. In order to do that, you basically take an inch. Well, I didn't measure that, I just eyeballed it, but you guys can go ahead and measure out an inch at the bottom there, and you fold it under, and then you bring it to the machine and sew it around with a straight stitch. Right there you can see that I just take the top part that's loose and I fold it once under to tuck in the raw edge, and then I put it down and straight stitch it. Okay, so once we've stitched the tail of the jacket or the bottom of the jacket, then we are at the last and final step, which is to sew the front of the jacket. And all you have to do is to tuck underneath the raw edges. You can look what I'm doing in the video and pin that in place. So you fold it twice and then you pin it, and then you're going to bring it to the machine and complete it with a straight stitch. Now it's just a straight stitch all the way around, so from the one end of the jacket right to the next end of the jacket. Once you've completed that, then you are done. That is it. You have a brand new sweater, and you can rock it however you want. Now that's me strutting my stuff in my new sweater. I'm going to be wearing this sweater to school because they won't allow me to wear my hoodie, so this is my school sweater and I like it. I hope you guys are able to see the design of the jacket clearly. You can comment down in the comment section if you like the jacket, and if you don't, tell me what you would change about it. Thank you to everybody that watched until this point. I appreciate you guys so much, and even the persons that only watched a minute of the video, well, you guys when you see this, well, thank you. So you can tell a friend thank you if they just came over here to check out the channel. And for all the new subscribers, I see you. Thank you guys for the support, and for all the persons that have been promoting the videos and promoting the channel. Look here, I'm appreciating us so much. I wouldn't even believe it. I really do appreciate you guys. And for all the persons who continually check on me and wondering what's going on with the videos and so on, I'm sorry that I have not been consistent, but thank you guys for holding the faith and staying and sticking with me. So for the persons who have actually been waiting for the video where I made the shirt, look here, the video for the shirt, it make a long time, the shirt make a long time, wear the shirt much time. Heck, I've posted pictures in the shirt and you guys probably don't even know that it's that shirt. Problem is, the video is stuck on my laptop. Online school like really mess up my laptop and the video can't come off. I'm gonna have to figure it. I've been trying to figure out how to get it off, but I haven't so far. So please guys, be patient with me. I'm gonna try to continually make videos while I try to sort that out, but thank you guys for sticking around. And again, thank you guys for watching the video. I really appreciate you guys. Take care guys.